Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and we've been doing some tier lists. I think we've done the best legendaries in all of Hearthstone, we've done the best expansions, and I thought, why not do another one? There was a DDoS attack on Hearthstone today, so we had some spare time on stream, so we made the tier list for the best hero powers of all time. So, there's a little bit of a caveat to this. If you just look at hero powers standalone, of course, like the Odd Mage hero power is better than the regular Hunter hero power, right? On pure power level. So I'm evaluating these more as how strong these hero powers were in conjunction with the deck or support for it. So like, you know, pick your every totem whenever you want with Shaman is better than the regular Shaman hero power, but Odd Shaman is kind of crap, right? So you could put it below. So keep that in mind. But other than that, it was a kind of a fun video to make. We did it live with Twitch chat. I had a little bit of input from them, and it's always just a fun thing to do with some friends. So hope you enjoy it. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. We're inching ever closer to 4,000 subs, and we're going to have something special there. So sub if you're watching the videos and you haven't subbed yet. It helps a ton. And yeah, have a great day. Stay salty, my friends. Let us take a look and rank the all-time best hero powers in Hearthstone from S to F. This is for YouTube, being recorded live on Twitch. So if you're watching the video form, hop over to the stream sometime. You never know when we're going to do one of these. All right. So we have 5 tiers, S through F. S being the absolute best, F being a complete fail. And let's start out with a fail in Dinomancy. This was a result of a 2-mana Hunter spell, and it would let you change your hero power to give a beast +2/+2. Literally never saw play. Absolutely terrible, slow, and why would you give a beast +2/+2 when you can go face +2/+2? Or +2, you know. So we'll give it an F. Absolutely terrible. Then we have Fire Blast for Mage. This is the first hero power everyone ever gets to play in Hearthstone. It's the one you get in the tutorial, and it's pretty good. It's not amazing. It's kind of a middle-of-the-pack hero power, but a ping kills a lot of 1-health minions, can work with Acolyte. Just a staple in Hearthstone. Very, very good hero power. But not quite. I'll give it a B, not an A. Then we have Ice Touch. This is Jaina's hero power from Frostlich Jaina. Every time you kill a minion, you get a water elemental, and because you play Jaina, they have lifesteal. This is an S tier hero power. You got Jaina online against most decks, you automatically won the game. You got this like in Arena, it was broken. S tier all the way. Unbelievably good. And the fact that Jaina doesn't see play in Wild today just makes me so sad. But you can play Reno Mage. It is playable. It's just not very optimal. And then we have the amazing Reno's hero power, which gives you a random spell. For me, it's an F, because it's always terrible. But I'll give it a C. I still don't think it's very good. You play Reno for his battle cry, not for the hero power. The hero power is almost like a downside to it. The random spells, especially in Wild, are atrocious. In Standard, they're okay, but like more often than not, you kind of wish you could just ping somebody. So we're going to go with the C. Then we have the Quest Mage Hero Power Award, which gives you a random spell and discounts it by 2. So it's like a random glyph, except you can't discover it. Unfortunately, that's just really bad. It's never really seen competitive play. It's a good meme, I guess, but overall, just not very good. I mean, until it sees some kind of competitive play, I can't put it anywhere other than F. Then we have Paladin's hero power, where you get 1 silver hand recruit. Honestly, this is an F. The worst part about Paladin has always been its hero power. Recruits are awful, almost always, and the decks that utilize recruits, for the most part, were like Odd Paladin, where you got 2 dudes, which is insane. But I guess you can make it, you know what, we'll give it a C for the fact that even Paladin worked very well with it. You get the 1-mana hero power. It was okay. You did have a little bit of dude synergy support with like the Crystal Lion, stuff like that did see some play. But overall, the Paladin hero power is one of the absolute worst basic hero powers. And then we have the 4 Horseman hero power for Paladin as well. As a hero power on its own, upgrading to just 2/2s for 2 mana starting on turn 9 is way too slow. But the effect of the OTK can be pretty cool, but again, pretty below average. So again, I'm going to give it a C. I think it's on the same level as the regular hero power, but it did enable like OTK Paladin with Uther and Beardo. So I'm going to give it a C, but overall, pretty darn weak. Then we have the other Paladin Reborn hero power. When this gets online, it's actually pretty powerful. The quest itself is terrible, but this hero power is insane. As a standalone hero power, it's nuts. Getting a 2/2 copy of a Reborn minion is crazy. Like, basically no deck can outgreed that almost always. But the support for it has always been really, really bad. But as a hero power, I'm going to give it a B. It's pretty good. It's just, it would be like an A or close to S tier if there was ever a deck that was really good outside of like that one deck that punished Control Warrior. Then we have the Murloc hero power for Paladin, where you get 1/1 Murlocs. So you have to play your 1/3 Murloc. I can't remember the name of it right now, but this one's really good. It's been good in every Murloc deck ever since it's been introduced, because a 1/1 Murloc for 2 mana just provides so much synergy with so many cards, and has just always been auto-include and very strong. Funny how one of the best Paladin hero powers is definitely the probably more aggressive. It seems like the Paladin archetypes are always aggressive. Now we have the Priest hero power, heal for 2. I'm going to give it a C. Again, the Priest hero power has always been one of the weaker ones. Healing minions doesn't really typically feel bad, and especially with like Cleric being Hall of Famed, it's even worse in Standard. In Wild, Cleric's only like really good in like Raza Priest, and yeah, you kind of want to upgrade your hero power to shoot people, so pretty underwhelming, below average, but I wouldn't call it an F tier hero power. Then we have the Demon Hunter hero power, which deals 1 damage for 1 mana. Currently is an S tier hero power. I mean, Demon Hunter's basically been S or A tier since its inception into the game, and a big part of it is that it has a constant 1 mana Gen hero power. It's just busted. You can even play regular Demon Hunter in Wild and do extremely well. You're not going to do as well as Baku Demon Hunter, which we'll get to, but it's still an S tier hero power at the moment. It turns out when you get a 1 mana hero power when every other hero gets 2, it's a little bit broken. Maybe they should rethink that one, but we'll wait and see. Then we have, Void Form, the Shadow Reaper Anduin hero power. That is another S tier hero power for the Priest. Like, when it's 0 mana, it's probably beyond S tier. And even when it wasn't 0 mana, don't forget, when Raza was reverted, people still ran Anduin just in, like, Big Priest, because getting that many pings is insane. Like, getting 2 or 6 damage a turn adds up quickly. And now they get, like, 12 a turn, so obviously that's insane. So, yeah. Void Form, S tier hero power. One of the most powerful ones in the game. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's even without discounting it. And you can make it 0 mana, or for a while it was 1 mana with Raza. Busted. Then we have Galakron's Wit, the Priest Galakron hero power. It's pretty mediocre. It's okay. I'll put it middle of the row. Getting a random Priest minion in Wild would probably be atrocious, but it's seeing a ton of play in Standard right now. And it's really good because the pool of Priest minions in Standard is pretty slim, and a lot of them are very strong. So I'm going to give it a B. Pretty decent hero power. And then we have the Quest hero power, the newest Quest hero power for Priest that heals a minion for 3 and gives it +3 health. It's good. It's probably better. It's actually better than the Galakron's Wit hero power, but it just doesn't see a lot of play because the archetype sucks right now, contrary to what you read on Reddit to the people losing at Bronze 10 to it. But the hero power standalone is insanely powerful, better than Galakron's Wit, but for the lack of its meta viability right now, I'm going to put it as a B. Then we have, I can't even see, Mind Spike, the old Void Form or Shadow Form hero power. Do 2 damage for 2 mana. It was too slow to set this one up, and it was never really that good. I'll give it a C. Priestess, yeah, all the other hero powers seem to be better. Even the heal one typically was better. But if you play 2 shadow forms, you could get 3 damage, which you might not even know because you've probably never seen this card see play. So I'll put it above the 3 damage because it's statistically better, but overall, it's pretty meh. And then we have Valeera's hero power, which gives you Dagger, a 2 mana, 1/2 dagger. One of the, probably the second best basic hero power. I'll give it an A. It's just makes it so that Rogue never ever feels the need to run a 2-drop for the most part. You dagger on 2, you keep control of the board. It's one of the best in Arena. It's just an extremely solid hero power, and you get it over 2 turns. You get 2 durability. Every other hero power typically has the 1-turn payoff. One of the staples and strengths of Rogue, typically why they've given Rogue such limited healing, because you give the class that can control the board with their face so well healing, it gets to be a problem. Oh wait, that's what they did with Demon Hunter, but let's not talk about that. Then we have the Death Knight hero power for Rogue, which would give you a copy of the first card you would play, and it was okay. It saw some play in some greedy decks. Sweetfoot, thank you for the follow. But overall, I think I'll put it as a C. It saw play in like Quest Rogue and like some greedy Mill Rogue decks, but overall, pretty weak. Not really good enough to be meta-defining outside of like Quest Rogue. And then we have the Rogue Death Galakron hero power. Add a random lackey to your hand. As a hero power by itself, it's not that great. 2 mana for 1 lackey isn't that great. So we'll put it at B. It's good, but not amazing. The strength of it is the invokes. Every time you invoke, you get a lackey. And there's so many invokes and ways of doing that it really becomes strong. So the hero power itself, 2 mana get a lackey, not great. But the invokes it enables are insane. Then we have the Quest Rogue hero power. 2 mana, get a 3/2 weapon. You're immune while attacking with it. Honestly, not the best. It hasn't seen a heck of a lot of play. You'd think it'd be powerful, it just never has been. And then we have the Shaman hero power. Arguably the worst hero power in the game at the basic level. I'm going to give it an F. It has almost always been a liability for the class, even with tons of totem synergies built around it. The only time it's actually thrived is when it costs 1 mana in Wild with, like, you know, clicking the button. There has been some totem shaman play, but overall, it's pretty weak. The randomness really hurts it. Getting a 1/1, getting the wrong totem at the wrong time. I just don't like the design, and the strength of it is rather weak. Then we have the Metamorphosis hero power. You get 1 mana, deal 5, target anything. How is that not S tier? Metamorphosis is an S tier card. It's busted. Its hero power is 1 mana, deal 5, and then you do it again. That's completely broken. Pyroblast for 2 mana over 2 turns. A little bit good. Then we have the Evolve Shaman hero power. You target a minion and evolve it by 1. Sorry, it's an F. I know it's seen some play, but overall, the play is more from the battle cry. The hero power sucks because all of a sudden you can't generate minions. So it's actually worse than in the totem one in a lot of ways. So I'll give it an F. Sorry, it's just kind of bad. Then we have Bewitch. You add a random spell to your hand for every minion you play. Very strong hero power. I'll give it an A. It's just like, it's never really been the hero. I don't know. Actually, I won't give it an A. I'll give it a B. It's in the line of these ones where you get a lot of value, but a lot of the spells just suck. And slow shaman decks suck. So it's like, it's a good hero power, but almost every deck that's tried to use it kind of sucks. And then we have the Shaman Galakron hero power. Summon a 2/1 elemental with Rush. Galakron Shaman, when it was the nuts, this hero power kind of sucked. It was the invoke that was really good. But once you would like play Galakron and click the button for a 2 mana 2/1 Rush, it wasn't that great. So I'm going to give it a C. It's worse off than a lot of these guys that provide value. But it's obviously better than getting a 1/1 recruit and things like that. And I mean, technically it's better than Fire Blast, but you gotta pay 7 mana for it. So, not huge on it. I'm gonna give it a B. And then we have the Quest Shaman hero power. Your first battle cry this turn triggers twice. Very, very, very good hero power. Honestly, close to S tier. If Quest Shaman was decent enough right now, I'd give it an S tier. Like, Brand every turn is bonkers. Whether you get lackeys, you get Lotheb, you get whatever. It's crazy. But right now, the support, it's just not quite there yet. It's not there now. It has been there. So, we'll give it an A, but not amazing. Not quite S tier. Then you have another Shaman hero power. This came, I don't remember what the weapon is. It's a 4 mana, I think 2/4 weapon. You would have to attack a bunch, and then it would break, and then your Shaman hero power became useful for once, and you could deal 2 damage. Just like Shadow Form, Mind Blast stuff, it's just too slow, and was never quite good enough. It rarely saw play. Charged Hammer is what it's called. Thank you, chat. And, yeah, not huge on it. Never really saw meta play, but I like the design. It was pretty neat. Life Tap. This is the S tier basic hero power. The best hero power ever out of the original 9 classes. 2 mana, draw card, take 2 damage. Always really, really good. It's why they've always had to be very careful with the power level of Warlock cards and the healing level of Warlock, because if you can draw that reliably, and you can play Mountain Giants and Twilight Drakes, it enabled so much stuff on its own, plus drawing cards is always good. I have to give that the OG Warlock hero power in S tier, as we will for its Death Knight hero power, the Life Sucker, whatever the suck it's called. The text is too small for me to read. But 2 mana, deal 3 damage, heal for 3, or life steal. Broken. You can win the fatigue game with this. You can remove a ton of stuff. It shores up the problems with Life Tap, where you're drawing and taking damage. One of the most broken hero powers out there, honestly. Absolutely insane. And, I mean, when it's attached to a card, it's usually really good. You see it with, like, I-Beam or Penance in Priest and Demon Hunter. Those cards are nuts, and you got that as a hero power. So, completely busted. Then we have the Galakron Warlock hero power. Summon 2/1/1 imps, kind of like the Odd Pally one. Very strong. It's a B. Galakron Warlock, not so great right now. But getting 2/1/1 imps, especially when you have, like, Plague of Flames and Sack Pack and stuff like that, very good. I'll give it a B, not quite an A. We have the Quest Warlock reward, which is 2 mana to draw a card, like the original hero power, but it costs 0. So you would think, well, I gotta put it above this one, right? I'm not going to, because you have to work really hard for it. And I am evaluating these hero powers in that context. And you have to draw, like, what is it, 15, 20 cards, and then you get it? So it's very, very powerful. Very powerful. 2 mana, draw a card, it goes to 0. But I'm going to give it an A. I don't think it's quite S tier because of how hard you have to work for it and the variance that lies within it. But it's very, very good, for sure. Borderline S tier. Borderline. And then we have Inferno. Summon a 6/6 Abyssal for 2 mana. That's insane. That's gotta be S tier, right? Nope. Because you have to play Jiraxis. You have to play Jiraxis. And when you play Jiraxis in Hearthstone, since basically like 2017, you die. Whether it be from a sack pack from Zephrys or just any burn damage, you die. You can't play it. So the hero power is amazing. So I'm going to give it an A. It's still an amazing hero power. And if you get it in the right matchup, even today, it can be completely broken. Like you get against Priest in Standard, you still probably get a win, because they can't deal with a 6/6 every turn. But anything that runs any damage, like a Demon Hunter, they're just going to kill you with freaking Twin Slice and like 1 burn spell and you're dead. So I will give it an A. Really powerful, but not quite there. Then we have Shape Shift, the Druid hero power, +1 damage, +1 armor. On the more mediocre side of regular standard hero powers, so I'll give it a B. Lets you kill 1 health minions, gives you a little bit of stability with armor, but overall, meh. Same with, you got your armor up for Warrior. Good in Control Warrior. Terrible in all the aggressive Warrior decks. You don't really want to ever hit that hero power button. So normally, I'd actually put it near an F if every warrior deck was aggressive and tempo-based. But because there's Control Warrior, there's those archetypes, it's more of the middle of the road because it really does help give you that time. You click the button, you gain some health, it buys you time. I'll give it a B. Then we have the Death Knight Hero Power 4 Warrior. It's a permanent whirlwind. You deal 1 damage to all minions. I love this hero card. It was really cool. It was fair. It was well designed and balanced. So it's an F. That just doesn't work with Death Knights. Fair, well designed, and balanced? That just doesn't work. So, an F. Cool card though. I don't know why they included click the button. It's not really a hero power. So we'll give it an F for whoever made this tier list. It activates your boom, which I guess would make it an A. But, well, it's not a hero power. I'll just throw it down here. Alright. Does that, I guess that encompasses every Dr. Boom hero power. Because they don't list them. Alright, so let's evaluate every Dr. Boom hero power. I guess overall, we'll put it as S tier. Although not quite S tier at the moment in Wild. It was S tier for almost the entire time it was in Standard. You had Blast Shield, which gave you 8 armor. You had the drone, which gave you a random mech, which before the Discover was broken, because you would get, like, Dynamatic or Devastator. You would get Microbots. You get 3 Microbots with Rush, which I loved. You got Kaboom, which deal 1 damage to everything. And you had Zap, which would deal 3 damage. Overall, very versatile. Very good hero powers. Not quite the level of, like, these hero powers. But honestly, probably should be an A. The Rush part was more strong. But I'm biased, and I'm going to let my bias take over. So screw you. Then we have the Warrior Galakron hero power. 2 mana, deal 3 damage. Get 3 attack. Very strong. Galakron, some people run Galakron as a one-of today in Rage Warrior or like Bomb Warrior just to get that hero power for the long game. And Galakron Warrior has historically been very strong at times, so very strong hero power. It's a lot of damage. It piles up very quickly. And then we have, what is this? I can't even... Oh, this is the... I didn't recognize it because it's the Quest Warrior hero power. 2 mana, get a 4/3. And then you can get another one that you attack. That's cute. It sees no play unless you're Fibonacci. I'll give it an F. Then we have Die Insect. 2 mana, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. I believe this hero power has been given twice. You can get it either off of the Quest Reward from the original Quest Warrior from the Sulfurous, I think it was called. You would play it, and then it would give you this hero power. And then also off of Major Domo, which is a 9 mana, 9/7 legendary. When it dies, you get this hero power. This hero power is, like, insane. It's insanely good. You can't really play Major Domo because it puts you to 8 health, so you die. But the Quest Warrior reward... Quest Warrior was really good for a long time, and it still sees Fringe play in Wild. I'm going to put it borderline S. Borderline S. It's 2 mana, deal 8 is great. It's just the ways to get it have been pretty mediocre, but very strong. And again, Quest Warrior is playable. You can hit Legend playing that deck, even today. And then we have the new Baku Demon Hunter hero power, which is 1 mana, gain 2 attack. Probably the most powerful hero power in the game right now. It just, like, from experience, playing that deck, it feels like cheating. Playing 1 mana, 2 damage. And every card in your deck synergizes with that. The hero power itself is insane. And then you get additional synergies on top of it. Busted. Absolutely busted. Yikes. Crazy. Broken. I hope this goes to 2 mana, 2 attack. I guess this would still stay the same, but it wouldn't be Baku anymore, it'd be Gen. And then you'd have to run even cards. And it'd be a lot more reasonable. But anyways, that's a video for a different day. Then we have the upgraded Odd Druid hero power. Deal 2 mana, plus 2 attack, plus 2 armor. You pay 2 mana for the same thing as the Demon Hunter one, but you get 2 armor you don't really care about. Pretty below average. Odd Druid, seen Fringe play, and the hero power is just not good enough. If it was 1 mana, yeah, it'd be busted, but 2 mana? Ugh. Then we have the ultimate Smork hero power, the Odd Hunter hero power. 2 damage, 2 mana, deal 3. I want to give it a C, but I'll give it a B because Odd Hunter has found play here and there, and it goes face. And the Aggro Master would approve. I'm going to give it a B, even though it's rarely seen meta play, but it has seen meta play. And 2 mana, deal 3 goes face and Smork. So you got to approve of the Smork just a little bit. Then we have Fire Blast rank 1, the upgraded Mage hero power. Again, I'll put it in the same line as the Hunter one, 2 mana, deal 2. Odd Mage saw play in both Standard and Wild. You had like John Malay that worked well with it, getting a free rag. And you had some good synergies with it. It saw play, it just got power crept out of the game eventually. But as a hero power, not bad. You don't really ever see it anymore, but yeah. Still pretty solid. We have the Druid hero power, where you get 2 mana, 3 attack, 3 armor. Super strong. Not quite S tier, but the armor gain you get is crazy, and the attack is very flexible. I want to put it S tier. I'm very biased. I played Druid a lot. It's my favorite class, but I can't put it on the same level as some of the more broken hero powers, but against certain decks like Secret Mage where you just gain armor, you win. Like, it's like Tank Up. It's just busted, but yeah, overall, I'll put it as A tier, even though it really should be S tier. Then we have the Odd Paladin hero power. I mean, this is carried. Odd Paladin's been busted since it's been brought in. It's still a very good deck, even though a lot of people don't play it. And it was even good with Justicar back in the day. Just broken. 2 dudes, and you have so many synergies that go with it. Click the button. Win the game, as I would say. Absolutely one of the strongest hero powers ever created. Then we have Heal, the 2 mana Baku Priest or Justicar upgraded hero power. Restore 4 health. Kind of below average. I mean, it was good with Justicar. It was good in that meta back in Justicar because like Control Priest could actually, just survive and outvalue. You can't do that anymore, so it's kind of not that good. But it's borderline B. Probably like 2 years ago, I would give it a B, but I'll give it a C. It's close. It's close. Then we have Poison Daggers, the 2 mana 2/2 dagger Baku hero power. It's an A tier hero power. It's in the lines of like the Druid one. Odd Rogue has been very strong since its inception. It was terrible off of Justicar. It was never playable off of Justicar. But to build your deck around it, especially with like Hench Clan Thug, all of that, insanely good. Odd Rogue is still playable today. It's, again, border, like, I want to put these S tier, but for me, they're just short, but insanely good. We have the Odd Shaman hero power. 2 mana, get whatever totem you want. See, it's like the Priest one. Odd Shaman's been playable, believe it or not. There's like the spell damage version that's not terrible. It's playable, but not quite at the level of these other hero powers. I wouldn't call it an F, but it's just not quite there. Then we have the Warlock upgraded hero power. 2 mana, draw a card, don't take damage. F. You just don't care. You don't care about taking the damage. You're Warlock. Their whole deck, the whole class is built around taking damage. So you get an upgraded hero power on this. It's technically better, but you have to gimp your deck for something you don't care about. It's just never been worth it. And I don't know if it ever will be, so I gotta give it an F. Then we got Tank Up. This is an S tier hero power, if I've seen one. 2 mana, gain 4 armor. In Baku, Odd Warrior saw tons and tons and tons of play, and is still like the ultimate anti-aggro deck. And then you had old days with Justicar. You drew Justicar, you won the game. You beat Freeze Mage, you beat all these days. Like, it's just always been very good. Even today, I say you can't really play Odd Warrior today, because there's so many Mechathune, Quest Mage, stuff like that. But it still completely dunks on all the aggressive decks, which is half the meta. So yeah, Baku, Odd Warrior, Justicar, all that stuff. S tier hero power all the way. The Quest Druid hero power. Get your choose one abilities are active at all times. I'll give it a B. A low B. It was really good for a short period of time. It triggered some people who like to play Rogue because it was bad design because it beat their deck. But other than that, you had to pass 4 turns, basically. And you would die a lot of the time. And then you would get an insane payoff, which you could still beat if you're playing certain decks. But, you know, it was good. The problem with me wasn't so much the hero power. It was some of the brute force power creep with making a 5-mana 10/10 with Rush. That really made it good. But as the hero power on its own was very strong, very good, but never really meta dominant, very good. And in Wild, barely sees any play outside of like greedy Jade Druid decks, so we'll give it a B. Then we have the Hunter hero power, 2 mana, deal 2 damage. I'll give it an A. I mean, aggro Hunter decks have always been a staple, and one of the reasons for it is 2 mana, deal 2 damage gives you a lot of reach. You've got toxic reinforcement stuff to support it. You just have all your damage. You click it, you click the button, you go face. I may not love the design of it, I may not love aggro and the smarkiness, but I have to appreciate the fact that it's really good at beating you in the face. Just don't really want it in Arena. It doesn't do a heck of a lot. And then we have Build a Beast for Hunter. Yes, Rexar doesn't see much play right now in Wild, but this hero power was the nuts. The absolute nuts for a long time. 2 mana, Build a Beast with Lifesteal, Death Rattle, Anti-Synergy, Rush, Wind Fury, Charge, Stealth. You can even get Albatrosses now. It's crazy, and it's super fun to play. I may hate the card when I'm facing it as a control deck, but building Beasts is really, really, really fun. It's a perfect wild card now. For me, it wore out its welcome in Standard, but it's super strong, was super strong, and really cool. I'm going to give it an S. It's not the strongest now, but it's still meta. It still sees some play, and it was busted for a long time. Then we have the Zul'jin hero power. It changes your deal 2 damage to be targetable. I actually will put it as an A, right below the Hunter one, because Zul'jin was very good. This hero power is just better than Steady Shot, but you had to pay 10 mana, you had to play the whole thing to build around it, so I'll put it, even though it's technically better, I'll put it below, because you don't get it till 10 mana, but a very, very good hero power. And last, but I guess not least, but pretty mediocrely, the Quest Hunter hero power. I'll put it down as a B as well. Quest Hunter saw a bit of play, was decent. It gives +2 attack to all minions. Was really good with, like, Leroy Unleash. You could, like, OTK your opponent. But it got Hall of Famed to Wild, and, well, Quest Hunter is just not good enough in Wild, so. Cool hero power, very good, just not quite at the level. Yeah, basically Savage Roar every single turn. So that's it. That's every single hero power evaluated on the tier list. I believe this to be 100% accurate. If you disagree with me, you're wrong, but let me know. Have a great day. Stay salty, my friends.